Hey, welcome to this Command Modern Air Naval Operations gameplay video. If you love modern simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Command Modern Air Naval Operations. We're closing in on finalizing the tutorials. I think this next one is we're about to play now is really kind of interesting. It's air versus land stuff that's well, we'll see it in a minute. I'm not sure why. I'm going to try to describe it to you right now. What do you say we go ahead and start it up? And while I dig it out, if you've been following along and you haven't subscribed, why not hit that subscription button, ring the bell so you'll know when I've posted another video, like and share. That'll help the channel more than anything. It doesn't cost anything to like. I mean, if you don't dislike it, then like it. And share with your friends if you know people who like this sort of thing. But most importantly, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Tell me what you think. Okay, this scenario assumes existing tensions between Mexico and Guatemala have increased in recent months. Matters came to a head when Mexican forces fired on Guatemalan fishing boats that strayed to Mexico's territorial waters. So, this scenario is designed to give players a practice with air power versus ground forces. It's meant to illustrate the range of scenarios one can create with command. So, we've got a really difficult one. This Mark Gillis, smart guy, smart guy. Let's load it up. All right. From the Air Force Chief of Staff to Commanding Officer 401 Squadron, weather's broken clouds next hours, no significant precipitation expected. Enemy column of Guatemalan forces believed to be preparing to cross the border near the village of Hitanago in De la Frontera. Their intentions are unclear, but human intelligence sources indicate target may be the town of Motozintla. Friendly forces. We have 4 F-5 Tigers from your squadrons moved to a town that I can't pronounce to conduct patrols during the current tensions with Guatemala, and 4 MD-500s en route to staging point at Comitan, where they are the only combat aircraft available for this mission. You also have 1 Hermes 450 drones. It's really tough. There's not much, and they are coming at us. Mission: locate and destroy any Guatemalan forces inside Mexican territory. Weapons tight. Guatemalan forces most likely outnumber Mexican army troops in the area. Employ army troops as scouts, and if possible, avoid direct conflict or contact with Guatemalan forces. So let's get in there. I've done this a few times. I've won, I've lost, and I don't know what we're going to see here. Here are MD-500s heading to Comitan. Here is the Mexican platoon outside of the village here, and I don't think there's much we can do with him. We can have MCON on him. He's all passive. His rules of engagement are hold. Do not fire except in self-defense. But even the most interesting thing, most important thing, get that over here. These guys are hours away. We got 4 hours before we have the first F5 ready with bombs. But we do have this guy ready to go, this surveillance drone. So let's set up a patrol. These guys will get here pretty quick. You know, they've got 70mm rockets, and I've seen them go in and do great damage. I've seen them go in and shoot those rockets and do nothing much more than stir up the dirt. But let's get some reconnaissance happening. We know how to do that, right? Mission editor. We want to create a new mission. We're going to call it Recce Drone. You know what? We need to do something before I do that. Control, right click, define an area, rectangle. That's fine. We're going to move it around. Now, let's create the mission. Recce Drone. And we're going to call it a support mission. We're going to make it active immediately. We're going to add that Hermes UAV, but now we really need to know something kind of important. Weather report had clouds, so we look down the lower left. Clouds 2 to 7,000 feet. Oh, oh, that's terrible. I've seen them higher than that. That's going to make this drone. He's going to have real problems. He's going to get shot down. Um, let's define his patrol area then. Uh, say from about there and all along this line, all along the border. And see what we can find out. All right, that mission is active. I don't think we need to ready that. He was already ready. He was already ready. But then we need to say, well, the transit altitude, thing's got a limit, I think, of 12,000 feet. So let's sit there. But now we're going to have to set him at 2,000 so you can get a look down, and hopefully he doesn't die along the way. I'm not sure that he can make military speed. I don't know. We're going to burn some fuel today. Let's get going. Okay. Yep. I got to go ahead and kick that off. We have a total of 10 units, 9 aircraft, one of which is an unarmed drone, 1 platoon of soldiers, 4 F-5s, and 4 armed helicopters. We have limited time and limited firepower. So we've already talked about this. You can pause and read this through. I'll take a deep breath or two. Okay. And is there anything else I want to do? No, really, Flair. None of that really much matters. Let's okay, I tick surface sensors, and what do I get? I get the game interface is just bizarre. Just bizarre. Merge range symbols, I'm fine with that. Da 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 da. Okay, let's just let it play. If I wasn't having so much fun solving the problems, I would just let the interface run me off. All right, we found something over here. We don't know what it is. Spotted with a Mark 1 eyeball. Something's moving. Well, we're not going to shoot at that. This guy's making all of 95 knots, screaming right along at 12,000 feet. Let's take a look there. Take a look at the aircraft. We have an hour and a half. Okay, we're getting transmission from the infantry platoon. Guatemalan helicopter spotted in our area. Appears to be a UH-1H. Permission to fire. Okay, although the infantry platoon has orders to avoid contact with Guatemalans, it's possible helicopters are being used as an observation platform. This makes it a threat, which, if spotted, might be ambushed later on by the Guatemalans. In addition, it's a valuable piece of equipment, making it a good target. Suffice it to say, it may be worth the risk of shooting it down. Okay, well, I think so. I think I like the idea of shooting it down. Having played this enough that I know these guys aren't trying to be nice. So we're going to go ahead and give him weapons free. We may regret that, but we're going to give him weapons free. We're going to have to stop that before the drone gets there. Come on now. Let's see what happens. Well, we go back to 15 seconds. We don't hear him shooting that helicopter down right soon. We'll change his weapon release status, and so he won't shoot down our drone. Broken clouds, moderate rain. Okay, What are your orders? Well, first we're going to do is we're going to check the latest. Ah, it's gone up to 7,000 feet. Excellent. Mission editor. Look this guy up at 7,000. Give him a better chance at not being seen. And probably ought to slow him down. He's burning a lot of fuel. Of course, my experience has been he doesn't survive long anyway. But let's slow him down and see what he sees. He's at 12,000 feet. He ought to be descending. There he goes, descending to 7. And stop. All right, guys. I didn't hear you shooting down any helicopters. We're going to tell you to go to weapons tight on your air. And check our status here. Well, one good thing, time passes fast when nothing much is happening. We should have we should have strike birds up real soon. We're seeing something. And there's our helicopter. I don't know if this guy can shoot him or not. Out of weapons range. Okay, those are cars. We don't want to shoot at somebody's cars. Just let this develop then. Mechanized infantry platoon. We've got all 4 ready, but I'd like to find some other things. What's this? Mechanized infantry platoon. That looks like armor. Yep, it's armor. Come back around. Trucks. Armor. Come on now. Find me a juicy one. I think we just lost the drone. And yeah, that was exciting. Okay, that's going to make this really challenging. Mechanized infantry, armor, vehicles. Okay. We don't have time. Things will get really bad fast. We're 30 minutes away from being able to launch an airstrike. Time to go hit some guys. And get in here. That guy. Mission editor. I want those, all 4 of them this time. And mission editor. What am I doing? I don't have a mission. You guys go away. Create a new mission. Mission name. Wop wop. And it's a strike. And it's a land strike. And it's active. And it's going to be all of those guys. And there's my target. Mission doctrine. That's all good. MCON status. I don't think they have radars or offensive ECM anyway. All right, let's set that over there. And let's let it rock. Oh, I'll take care of that noise in editing, but boy, it is miserable. It's miserable. Vehicles. There's usually some artillery. I'd love to hit that artillery. All right, they're blowing hell out of the village. Now you can, group view, select the group. You can have some fun with this guy. I can grab the IP, move him over there so he comes in from this direction rather than overflying all those bad boys. And then he goes out this way too to keep, hopefully to keep him getting easily shot down in transit over the area. So that's a neat thing to know. Let's let him close up a little bit. And let's slow it down so we can enjoy the fun. I'm not sure it's going to be any fun at all. Speaking of which, do we have 2 minutes and 41 seconds? We can launch a strike, but boy, with no recon, this is going to be tough. All right, here we go. We're going to do something dangerous. Take this guy out in that direction, see if we can see something. Okay, go get them, boys, and don't die. Look, there's somebody. That artillery's over here somewhere. I want you to go check that out on the way out. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Anti-aircraft fire. They didn't see him. They're milling about looking for them. Oh, that's what I get for not having a reconnaissance in the area. One thing's a fact, though, they've quit trying. They quit bombing. They've quit the shooting while these guys are in the area. They've gotten quiet. We got plenty of fuel. We'll sit here on top of them. They're down at 4,700 feet, and they can't seem. All right, we're gonna unassign them. We're gonna send them off in that direction. See what they find. Yeah, this is tough. This is real tough. You guys need to F2, low altitude. See if you can see something. What is that? Mech infantry platoon. You do see the mech infantry platoon. We may come back over that away. This is a first. I have yet to see it behave this way. He is supposed to be down low. Why is he refusing? I may have given it to the waypoint. Get down, get below the clouds. And he's just not wanting to play flight gunman. Dun da 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 da. Why won't you? Well, what if we say 2,000 feet? Will you be more agreeable? On plotted course, just being. Take that off the. And he wants to go up when I don't. Oh, I don't know what's happening here, game. Work with me. F2, low altitude, train following. Okay, he's below the cloud layer now. That's more like it. What do we got there? Vehicles. F3. This is an entirely different way to play. I have not played this way before. What's interesting is how much this is shut down. We got a lot of time. We may have to use these guys as our recon. and come slinging F5s in this direction. So let's go ahead, get over here. We should have two weapons. Yeah, we've got two ready to go. Normally I'd create a mission, but I think what I'm going to do is just launch them and drive them down here. It's just too fluid right now. And again, I've never seen this before where I'm riding around with this helicopter. These helicopters come out and they've done their strike. You know, I'm not going to hear those. If I hear those aircraft, we'll go after them. Come on now, spot something juicy. That ain't juicy. F3. One thing's a fact, it has made them reluctant. That's a good guy. They're not coming out to play. Are you guys launching? 28 seconds. This is fun. I haven't done this before. I mean, it's going to be fun right up to the point I start losing helicopters to anti-aircraft fire. All right, we can probably, well, that's 39 minutes. See, there's the uncertainty. These other guys, we've got a feel for. Let's close back in on the town, see what else we find. What is that? We don't know. You know what I may be? What is elevation? 53. I am right on the deck. Okay, I've been really dumb. Let's pick up the altitude a little bit. Maybe we'll see things a little better. And those guys have launched, so we want to go grab them. Oh, that's the airfield. That's those guys. We want them pointing in this direction. F2, take them to high altitude, cruise. And they'll be in the vicinity soon enough. There's an armored platoon. Yeah, as long as they're not shooting, I'm happy to weave around in here and see what we can find. Oh, they've decided to get serious whether I'm here or not. Okay, what's in here? They quit behaving. All right, guys, I need a shift F1. I need you guys to, can I select all those guys? No, it looks like I get to select them one at a time. Allocate, allocate, allocate. Let's hit that armor platoon hard. See if that does us any good. I don't think they hurt it at all. No, they didn't. That's not good. All right, now they're RTB, but I want them unassigned from that because I need them scouting. We did get a piece of him. We got a piece of him. All right, I want you to stay here. Keep an eye on that guy because we're going to need you for eyes in the sky. And F2 on loiter, slow down. Meantime, I want you to pick it up because I have a target for you. Shift F1. Cannot fire. I know that. Out of range. I know. But you know what? We're not going to do that till we get close. We might lose track of him. We might. All right, let's go. These guys have plenty of fuel. Oh, what's going on here? They're shooting from a long ways off. Yeah, this is just very unfortunate. Frustrating scenario. These guys are completely unarmed. They have nothing to affect this fight. Nothing. May have to hit that mech platoon when the F5s get here. If they ever get here, making 550 knots. They've got plenty of fuel. Pick it up. All right, and keep us in this vicinity. Yeah, I think they've got enough. They got enough fuel to make it. And since they're leaving, we're gonna. We got to get these other guys. How much? We got 11 hours left. How much fuel do these guys have left? They're doing good. Keep an eye on them. Hopefully, don't get shot down in the process. Well, this is turned into something entirely different. We may hit these guys just to knock them off. Wait a minute. F3, back over there. F2, go. I'm going to find them again. F2, military. Burn up quite so much fuel. There he is. We found him. We're good. And these guys are rocking on in. We're going to give them manual orders to attack here any second now. Get him selected and pointed in the right direction. Get him down low. Come on, drop. I must have had the F2. Come on down. Should be able to do a shift F1. Target out of range. Won't be that way for long. F2, low altitude. Let's take it right over him. Let's see if that works. Okay, he's below the clouds. Hopefully he will. We got this going, right? Allocated by Echo 3. This guy, shift F1. Yeah, armor platoon. Okay, I got to pay attention. All right. 1 second. Put those weapons on them. Did they not see him? F2, low altitude. F1, back there. Come on around. Maybe what I ought to do is just do an F1 and see if it'll sort that out automatically. Those guys, we're going to send them RTB. No, that's not right. And for some reason, I can't get a good... Okay, the weapons are away. Why can't I get those guys to go home? We'll worry about it after we see this. Oh, we destroyed several Guatemalan tanks. That's a good thing. And it doesn't look like we did too much collateral damage. Now, oh, I know what I did wrong. I hit the wrong key. RTB, as ordered. Those guys are going home. We got the tanks. That's a start, but it's not great. Losses and expenditures. Trucks, AMX-13s, a Carl Gustav, 81 millimeter mortar. We've lost a building and a Hermes. What's the scoring look like? Minor victory, 75 points. Okay, these guys got to go home. How are we doing here? 5 hours away. There's a chance we'll get a strike in with them. Okay, speed things up, send everybody home, and there's not much else we can do except wait for these guys in particular to significant precipitation. No significant precipitation. Nice. Okay. 1 hour and 50 minutes. 2 hours away. 2 hours for the helicopters. 4 or 5 hours for them. And in the meantime, these guys have just got to survive. Ain't nothing to do but hit the button and see what happens. Hopefully, blowing those guys up will put a wrinkle in them. We're going to have to launch the helicopters and go hunting for targets. They're ready. Stop. Got 2.5 hours. We're going hunting with the helicopters. Okay. At this time, we're going to launch them. Let's do, got our Wop Wop mission. Let's delete it. Let's get rid of that. Let's do a control click, define area rectangle, Let's set them off on a, there we go. Put them in place there. Create new wop wop. Let's use 2 exclamation points this time. On a patrol, on an anti-surface patrol. Make it active. Okay, bound by those. Investigate contacts only in the area. Cruise, loiter. Where are the clouds? Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Go away. Where are the clouds? 10 to 16,000 feet. Cruise, loiter, transit altitude, 10,000, station altitude, 6,000, and hope they don't get shot down. And we will launch. Well, we can do it this way. And assign. Have I got them assigned somewhere else? Yes, I do. Unassign them. Okay, we can assign them in 2 aircraft sections and work the area while the bombers come up. Let's give that a try. We don't have a target list. We have a, oh, that's suddenly it's a strike. Yeah, you know what? I got the, wake up, wake up. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's my patrol. Get all 4 of them in there. Sections of 2. Patrol area is cool. And we'll just work the area. I don't know how well that'll work. I have no idea whether that'll work worth a flip or not. But let's give it a try. Here they come. They're seeing all kinds of things on the way. Now they should be weapons tight, right? MCON, weapons tight, very good. And since I've let the clock get away from me, let's check that one more time. 2 hours and 12 minutes to go. Okay, well, we're going to patrol the area with armed, and they shot at something, at mechanized infantry. Don't know how good a job they did. They went after them. Oh, I don't think we're doing too good. Okay, well, that was an idea. And we got 3 hours to go before they'll be able to come and play again. That didn't work so well. I should have done a manual patrol, or I should have made them weapons hold. And we still got a little bit of time. We still got some play. Those will be ready to go shortly. And come on. Oh, I know what the problem is. I got 2 F5s ready. Right. We're going to launch them as a group, send them that direction. They'll be up in a couple of minutes. Pause. Map settings, good. I'm on group view. F3. Send them that way. F2. 25,000. Well, what's the cloud deck? 10 to 16. Just send them to 25,000 feet. cruising. And let's get on that. Got one ready and another one coming. Slow this down. Okay, they're in reserve, available. Let's go in here, kill that mission I did. It was interesting, and delete the Greeky since he's dead anyway. And rethink this situation. All right, get on him. Four hours and 37 minutes to go. What went ding? All right, can we? Parked. Will you let me launch them as a group? Are they? Ooh, you know, they may not have weapons left. They may not have weapons left. That's okay. I need them in the air. I have a reserve loadout. Will not launch. Ooh, come on now. I need you in the air. What have I? I think they ran out of go juice. Let's ready arm them. Two hours. In 2 hours. Oh, good. Well, I have one last reconnaissance asset. We're going to send him down the road looking for trouble. All right, these guys need to go to loiter in the area. While this guy hunts for trouble. Well, we see that there's all kinds of civilians here. Did they pull back? I'm beginning to think they pulled back. How are we doing on fuel here? Not good. Not good. Yep, they bingoed on us. Well, this is telling me something very interesting about the scenario. I've seen it. Something just happened. We fired an SA-18 at a helicopter and missed. Huh. Okay. Well, we've got 2 hours and 29 minutes to go. I've got an hour and 22 minutes before I've got another strike ready. These guys are ready to go scouting right now. We're going to keep hunting. This, like I was trying to say, what I was going to say beforehand is that I've seen the Guatemalan forces overrun the village before I could get anybody in the air. I've seen them stand and fight while I bombed them. Now it looks like I bombed them and they have hooked it up. They've gotten out. That's very cool. If I could get the map to cooperate, I'd be even more excited. Okay, he's still walking. That flight. Get that flight. Get them down to low altitude, 2,000 feet. cruise, F3, and let's go hunting. These guys have pulled back. They have absolutely pulled back. I don't know what that is. What are you doing? F3, go look that way. Looks like we're finding more vehicles, more civilians. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Guatemalans did not like losing their AMX-13s, and they have bailed out. Let's go looking on their side of the border a little bit. Let's go looking on their side of the border a whole lot. Oh, have I got guys that are RTB? Yes, I have. And the wrong key again. F3, unassign, got F3. B, go home, don't crash. Well, okay, I think that's it. I think that's how this is going to come out. We'll just let the timer run down. And we should get end of game scoring. Minor victory. Well, we lost one building and one UAV. We used a handful of bombs and some 70mm rockets and a SA-18. We killed some vehicles and basically turned back the Incursion with minor losses, and won a small victory. It's kind of interesting. When you do these videos, it's tempting to try to show some kind of glorious, look how brilliant I am, how this fight came out. But in fact, this is just very informative about how smart you can be with the scenario editor, because I've played this half dozen times. The first time, it was a slugfest. Artillery, armor, they stood and fought. I bombed them. I rocketed them. They blew hell out of the village. I won. The second time I completed it, the Guatemalans came hot and fast, and before I could do much more than put some rockets on somebody ineffectively, they overran the village. This time, I never saw the artillery. They kind of probed the village, and when I punched them in the nose, they pulled back. This is what makes the admittedly awkward interface worth every bit of it. It's very cool. Okay, talk too long, too much. Hey, I appreciate you watching. I hope you learned something other than, how clumsy I still am with it, and I will see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.